So hello dear children, uh, welcome to your physics class, and I am Jenny teacher and I will be taking a new chapter in physics that is about measurements. You have learnt about measurements in your previous classes, isn't it? So this time we will go one step further to that concept that you have developed in your previous class. Okay, so let us start with this chapter, measurement. So you all have measured something or the other, isn't it? In your day-to-day activities, you keep on measuring things. Even when you draw a line segment in geometry also, you measure it with the help of a scale, isn't it? So measurement is a very important part in your daily activities. When you want to stitch your uniforms also, you give your measurement, isn't it? So measurement is a process of comparison of a given quantity. So measurement is a process of comparison of a given quantity which is unknown. Something will be given to you. Find the length of this. So that is our unknown quantity. So we compare it with a fixed known quantity. Okay, like you have a fixed known quantity that is 1 centimeter. So you will see how many centimeters are there in the given length. So if you see that it is 5 times a centimeter, that means 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 5. So we will say what is the measurement? 5 centimeter. So what do we do in measurement? We find out how many times the known quantity is present in that given unknown quantity. Okay. So measurement is a process of comparison of the given unknown quantity with a fixed known quantity of the same kind called the unit. Okay. Now when we express the magnitude of a quantity, it is expressed as the number of times the unit is contained in the quantity. And what is our unit? Like if we say meter. So here let us say the scale. This is 1 meter. Okay. So if I want to measure a height of a person, I will find out how many times this 1 meter is there in the measurement, in the given measurement of that person. So I'll keep the scale like this. This will be 1 meter, then 2 meter, then 3 meter and 4, 5, like that. I will write how many meters are there in that given measurement. So I will say number of times, how many times that meter is there in that quantity into, I will write the unit also, meter. Okay. Like sometimes you are measuring something with your hand span. We used to use our hand span. Hand span is the length between our thumb and the middle finger. So if I measure it by hand span, I will see how many times I can take measurement with the hand span. Okay, and then I will write the measurement as 5. If it is 5 hand spans. Okay, so that is how magnitude of a unit is expressed. So this all you have studied in the previous classes. Okay, now let us see length. Length, this also you have learned. What is length? Length is the distance between 2 points. Okay, so if you are given 2 points, how will you find the distance? You can find out the distance with a measuring tape, isn't it? You all measure how long you can jump during the long jump, isn't it? Then you see that after your jump, 2 people will come with the measuring tape and see how many inches or how many meters are there in that measurement, isn't it? So how is length measured? It is measured with the help of a meter ruler. You can use a ruler or a measuring tape. Okay, so what is length? It is the distance between 2 points. Okay. So when you are running in a long jump, which are the 2 points which we consider? First is from where you took the jump, isn't it? And second, we take the measurement of the point where you stepped your feet. Okay, so that is the 2 point and we find out the measurement between those 2 points. So what is length? Length is the distance between 2 points. Okay, next we have mass. Mass is the quantity of matter contained in the body. Okay, so how much matter, how many molecules are present. So all the matter that is contained in that body, that is called the mass. Okay, so mass is the quantity of matter contained in the body. its SI unit is kilogram. So what was the SI unit? That is standard international unit. Okay. So what is the SI unit of length? It was meter. And here SI unit of mass is kilogram. It is measured by a beam balance or an electronic balance. So you can use a beam balance or you can use an electronic balance to find the measurement. You can see an electronic balance in a jewelry shop also, how you put the things and you get the mass quickly, isn't it? So we can use beam balance, means it has a beam like this. Okay, this is the beam, and on two sides you put pans. One side you will put a unknown thing, and here you will put known weights. See, here the known weights are kept. So we will put the known weight and compare the masses. Okay, so that is how we find the mass of the body. Then we have time. Now time is the interval of occurrence of an event. Okay, that is how long did the event take to complete. So time is the interval of occurrence of an event. Any event, how long does it take? That is called the time. It is the interval. Like if you have a one bell for the first period and the second bell rings. So what is the duration between the first bell and the second bell? That is called the time. So time is the interval of occurrence of an event. Its SI unit is second. So you measure time in which unit? Second. So what was the SI unit of length? Meter. Okay. Then what was the SI unit of mass? Kilogram. And now what is the SI unit of time? Second. And how do you measure second? How do you measure time? It is measured with the help of a pendulum clock or a watch. And for short time interval, you use a stopwatch. So we can use a stopwatch for very short interval of time. So that means when the event starts, we will press it. Then the needles will go clicking like that. And then when the event is over, we press it again and then it will stop. So you can see how much time does it take for the event. Like if you have an extempo competition or debate, to measure the time, when you start your speech, they put it on, the stopwatch is put in on position, and then when you finish it, they will time it like that. Okay, so that is how we can use a stopwatch. Okay, so what is time? It is the interval of occurrence of an event. So let us just revise. Mass. What is mass? It is the quantity of matter contained in a body. Okay, and what was length? It is the distance between 2 points, isn't it? And here time is the interval of occurrence of an event. Now there is another quantity also, temperature. So what is the temperature? Temperature is the quantity which measures the hotness or coldness of a body. That means we are finding out how hot a body is or how cold a body is. So what is temperature? Temperature is a quantity which measures the hotness or coldness of a body. Now it is SI unit is what? Kelvin. Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. Okay, other common units are degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. So you can measure in degree Fahrenheit or you can measure in degree Celsius. But SI unit is what? Kelvin. And how do you measure the temperature? When you have fever and all, how do you measure the temperature of your body? We can measure the temperature of a body by using a thermometer. Okay, so we use a thermometer to measure the temperature. Okay, so let us revise. How did you measure the mass of a body? By using a beam balance or an electronic balance. How do you measure the length of a body? By using a measuring tape or a ruler, isn't it? Then how do you measure the time? You measure the time with a pendulum clock or a stopwatch. And how do you measure temperature? You measure temperature by using a thermometer. Okay, then let us just revise all the unit. What is the SI unit of mass? It is kilogram. What is the SI unit of length? It is meter. Okay, and what is the SI unit of time? it is second. And now what is the SI unit of temperature? The SI unit is Kelvin. Okay, so you have to learn all this. Now we come to the next part, that is measurement of volume. We will do it in the next class.